Sig back with another episode of Neverending Story, and here I am playing a game called Sunless Sea, which is super awesome. Basically, well, there I am down there in fallen London. That is my little green ship. She's my little green ship, and this is a rogue light. I think is kind of how it goes, because if you check your map, you are in fallen London, and this is how big the world is that you can look around at. But it takes a really long time to get around anywhere. So the whole point is to just slowly make your way around, do quests, and not starve. So you have your hunger level. My hunger level is at 12. My engine temperature is at 200. I have 9 barrels of fuel. I have 5 supplies. I have no terror right now. They are getting hungry. My crew is getting hungry. All 8 of them. Here's my crew over here. And I even have a comatose ferret, which is my mascot. It gives me +1 hearts. Inspire, heal, defend. Yay! Now, here's what you're supposed to do, is you go in under the... Oh, wait, not the main menu. I want the... We are here in London. Here we are. So, most of this game is reading. It's all about the text. It's all about the flavor text. It's not a whole... I mean, we will hopefully get in a little bit of the action momentarily, but first it's all about the flavor text. So you start here. I have had a captain, and I died. But you kind of continue on with your legacy a little bit, so this is sort of the next guy through. And I haven't declared myself or told anyone who I am or what's going on. Yeah, I'm the shadowed stranger, so I have no past and no history. I didn't decide to fill that out. So, London, she's the greatest city on the undersea, and don't you forget it. So I could visit the Admiralty Survey Office. This is the Z. Basically, London has sunk, and sunken sea. So we're all underground. It's very dim, and there's lots of giant monsters. It's a little bit on the... H.P. Lovecraftian side of things. But they'll pay for information. Find out what and how. So I go and talk to them. Visit the Admiralty's Survey Office. Well, the Admiralty's picket fleets and intelligence networks are long gone. The Survey Office pays Z, Captain. So it's all about the Z and not the C. And for a small sum. Visit and investigate ports to gain port reports. Ask if there's anything in particular they need. We can be assured of your discretion. Yes! Speak to our agent from Gator's Morn in the Corsair's Forest. Somewhere not far from home waters. Alright. Asked to speak to a higher authority. Do you have an appointment? Not as such. So you can't actually do anything just yet. And then you go. You don't have anything for us? Out onto the foggy street. Turn your collar up. So, that was all that we could do at the Admiralty Survey Office. You could visit the university, except this one's locked, because I have... no favors, and I have no secrets. So the university has an inexhaustible appetite for secrets, sea specimens, and other tidbits for esoteric lore. Provide a secret, so you need to gain some secrets. Carouse in wolf stack docks. This will reduce your terror, but you might run into trouble or romance. The only thing I don't have is a free evening. So these are just little tidbits that you acquire, and then you can... This is your quest log right here. Hire on more crew. I'm going to hope that my hunger doesn't go up quite as much. Of course, it's going up into 12 right now. Put your ship in dry dock. Doesn't need any repairs because we're at hull 7575. An immigrant will pay to be taken north to Venderblight. Venderblight is really freaking far. So I don't think I really want to do that just yet. Your lodgings. What's in my lodgings? Read the morning papers. The Kanate is threatening war. They always are. London's colonies on the Carnelian coast want independence. They always do. The Undersea, the paper's report, has undergone another alteration. Not yet, it hasn't. You'd know. Oh, a promotional coupon for Mrs. Plenty's provisioners for a half-cask of salt herring. You could use that. I gained a supply. And recent news. Hey, that's fun. So I can't visit my study. I can't rest in a room. I can't purchase an elegant townhouse because I need a bunch of echo. Echo is your currency. I have 50 currency just down there. Consider retirement. I can do all these sorts of things. Memoirs, quality of lodgings, an elegant townhouse, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so I haven't quite done that. So I got to go back to London again. London is the Admiralty's office and the dry dock. So I've done all of that. So not London. Advice for captains, the Labyrinth of Tigers. So yeah, this is where you could go on beginnings and endings. Captains often die. This is not the end. When you die, you'll learn lessons, which will help you survive next time. Beware. Later, the Undersea changes with each new captain. So it does change. So like I said, the map. London is always in the same spot, but the rest of it changes, and you find lots of other stuff. On finding places to explore. So this is how you kind of look your way through. This is a rather cheap game. Sell this book. How much can I get for it? Whoops. Doesn't, okay, so I've sold advice for captains, but I now have 100 echo. That's pretty sweet. That's a bit more than I had before. What's in the Labyrinth of Tigers? The Labyrinth of Tigers is open under the patronage of the London Zoological Society to cautious visitors for educational purposes. Here you may see devil apes of Far Mandalay, the thing in the mirror, the Cantagastus chill. I wish Tom were reading this. The gargantuan cave snake. Ah, that's what she said. The inhabitor of wolves, the hybrid fiend. The management recommends that you arrange your exit well before closing time. So I can't do anything here because I don't have a harlot fry or 500 echo. Purchase a live specimen from the labyrinth? No, thank you. Alright. It is time to start going. So here I go. I got my lights on, and I can crank this. This is my maximum speed right here. I can go into overdrive for like a few seconds, but it doesn't really do much. I think I'm going to turn off my lights. And I wasn't sure, but it seemed like I could save a small amount of fuel by not doing that. There's my bat. The bat is Z. Right. So I fire off on Z. What is this? No, that's nothing. Hunter's Keep is some distance to the northeast. I do like Hunter's Keep. That's where those three sisters were the last time. So I just keep wandering around, checking my map, looking about. I have this much supplies and this much fuel. So you don't want to go too far. I do have 100 echo, which seems like a decent amount, but man, I ran through echo really fast because I started going up against... You can go up against other pirates when you're out here, or you can go up against giant sea creatures. And sometimes it's like, you know, I could take care of some tiny-ish crabs. Full power to the engines if you ever need... I sold the book! Don't tell me what to do. Clicking the full power will add another barrel of fuel to the engine. This is occasionally hazardous. I don't need to do full power right now. See, my terror is even slowly... You are far from light or hope. Terror is increasing rapidly, so everyone's getting freaking scared. Dust echoes discovered Prickfinger Waste. Oh, right, that's just Prickfinger Wastes just there. Good, fed the crew. So you're seeing as the logbook goes by down here. This is useful information. This apparently is nothing. That is very useful to me. I'm gonna hit the map a lot because I like to have my map. And do you get a? I don't think you get a mini map. No, it doesn't seem to be an easy way of doing things. So there's my fast button for full power. Shortcut of F. Right, there's my chart. This is my quest log. Right, and I can pause the game. I can repair my ship if my hull is a certain size. Can I do anything at Chris's Point? Let's try to duck through here. Hide officers. Hey! I don't need my officers right now. Screw my officers. I don't care what they do. Discovered Horniman's Stag. Now, I'm looking for a small... Aha! A small circle about this size. So this is another dock. So I want to dock here and see what there is in town. Sea wreck like drowned air drifting. This rams when the king went to the bastion. So I can dock with E, and then here we are. Oh. I made it a vendor blade. The tomb colony of vendor blade. I could have brought that dude here. I should totally go back and get him. You know what? Yeah. Let's just go right back. Get out of here. Oh, I gotta break. Turn off the light. The power bill's expensive, so come on down and turn off the light. That's an old song that no one should pay attention to me singing. So, yeah. The whole theory of playing, of doing this series of, what was I thinking of? The Neverending Story, is that these are games that don't really have an ending. You know, they just keep going and going and going and going and going. So really, one of the other ones that I could play, which probably could get me a lot of views, is Spore. Because Spore is still my video that gets the most amount of views. This old 2-year-old Spore video. I got a freaking comment on it the other day. It was crazy. Sunless Sea, though, I have been enjoying this, despite its complete lack of action, which is probably what Griff would be making fun of me for right now. Hunter's Keep is over there to the east, but yeah, I had this dude. I thought Venderblade was a whole lot more to the north, so let's pick up this dude who wants to travel to Venderblade. Low Barnet. Yeah, so I still need to go around the Wolfstack docks. That's cool. Ooh, what's this? Is this Hunter's Keep? I don't know, whatever it is, it's got a dock, so let's go see what it is. Or was this the crazy one with the sisters? There was like 3 sisters living here, somewhere in the middle, and I needed to woo or talk to one of the three of them. Dock. Hunter's Keep, a hump of dark rock swathed in mists like 100 other Untersea islands. A hump of dark rock swathed in mist like 100 other Untersea... Oh, we already did it. But here's a grand house, windows aglow, lawns impossibly green and lush in the false starlight, raked gravel paths. You rake your gravel? You stand on the dock as the sea nudges the ship's sides. An unexpectedly warm breeze carries the faintest trace of lavender. Present yourself at the house. They have heard your ship come in. Why hide? Walk in the gardens. Take a couple of burly sailors with you just in case, but the gardens are tranquil as moonlight. Reconnoiter the island. Plunging cliffs, soft green lawns are well tucked away in a fold of grounds. Anything else? Spy on the house. This place may not be as simple as it seems. A very modest challenge. So each of them unlocked when acquaintance sojourning with the sisters. Unlocked with no more than 0 times a port report. I'm like, yeah, present yourself. Hello, nice to meet you. Knock and enter. A maid with smoldering topaz eyes shows you into the parlor where 3 young women wait. That's ominous. A visitor, the youngest cries. The next youngest chuckles. The eldest sighs. Do excuse the indecorum, she says. Visitors are rare. You are very welcome. I am Cynthia. The noisy one is Phoebe. The cheerful one is Lucy. You are in good time for lunch. Will you join us? A sluggish wave. Yes! I will... Cynthia's the eldest, so I can dine with the eldest. Melancholy, pensive, occasionally dramatic. Middle sister. Sunny, restless, prone to giggles. Soft voice, watchful, unpredictable. News. Or just go back to reconnoitering the island. Even when they aren't. Something awaits you, nothing awaits you, time to leave port. The eldest, melancholy. I think I went with the eldest last time, and it seemed to go well. Cynthia grabs your arm and whispers to you. Her eyes are wide and blue. Her hair is wild and tangled. Bats are wild and nesting. Seems to you that you are sitting on a hillside above a wide blue lake, listening to a story of murder. An axe, a net, blood on scented water. Another chop? Cynthia asks. You've barely touched your food. Here, I'll have the maid wrap up something for you. You can't be hungry. It's not safe to be hungry. This is so fun. I'm just reading. You've lost 8 hunger. Good. I'm acquainted with the Sisters of Hunter's Keep. Your Gods of the Sea Salt's attention quality is now... Meh. Iron remains unchanged. You have 1 Tale of Terror. You've gained 1 terror. You've gained 1 supplies. That's all for now. Hunter's Keep. The parlor is empty. Where are the sisters? News! They are tempted out of their lair by the smell of new stories. Let's reconnoiter. Let's do stuff. Ships rarely come here. Nothing changes. Even the weather. The house is the heart of the isle. The house and the sisters. But the Admiralty may be happy to know that nothing's changed, at least. So now I can take this back. I do have news for the sisters, and I do have nothing awaits your time to leave port. You have this. Meh. And then, yeah, so I got along well with the sisters. That's cool. So now we can take this back to London. And... Wait, what? Someone is whoop-whooping outside, and they're not doing a very good job of it. That's a bad whoop-whoop. You're rubbish at whoop-whooping. Absolute rubbish. Kid, had to get back to the bastion. There's so many fun voices to do for all the reading in this game. I am enjoying it. Why is this sort of torn open? And dude, you need to get a patch on your jeans. Or perhaps that's the style of the time. Oh right, you can dock with the little tiny boat down there. He's like the you can eventually get to the shop. Sometimes music starts up. It's really kind of odd and random. You know those games when they do have music, but it doesn't always occur. So I have 100 echo. And let's see what this does for me. Dock! A little evening to you, Captain. My, what you might call, mentor is very fond of adventurous sea captains. He would like to offer you what you might call a dispensation, on the count of he is so fond of sea captains. Behind the blind bruiser on the dock stands a dray piled high with fuel and supplies. Do make sure you have 15 points of space in hold. It'd be embarrassing. Oh, this patron. Inquire further. I think I'm going to inquire further. He runs a very fine and very liberal establishment just across the river in port. Is much patronized by sailors and by men of wit and vinegar. Wit and vinegar? And public house, and there is no obligation to speak of. My patron would hope that you might remember him kindly, and I suppose that is the opportunity should arise for you to return his kindness, then I do not imagine you would refuse your offer. He seems nice. Yeah, let's do it. I have menaces. Oh, you rapscallion. Well, my patron hopes that you will find these little gifts to your liking, and he expects that perhaps someday you might choose to call on him at the Medusa's head. Have I been there? Should that day come, we will make you very welcome and give you any safe conduct to what you might require. Good evening to you. Salutes. I accepted the proposal. I gained 10 fuel. I've got a dick ton of fuel. And a bunch of supplies. Holy crap. What is this? Ooh, you rapscallion. This will increase as you conduct criminal activities. So, I am kind of a criminal now. Can I go to the Labyrinth of Tigers? Still can't go to the Labyrinth of Tigers. Lame. I can rest, because I have terror above the blind helmsman. But this would cost 10 echo. My terror doesn't seem that high. So let's go to London. Let's go to... Ooh! I have a secret. Let's go to the university. Oh, yes! The university's maritime liaison whispers breathily. Oh, yes! This is quite a tasty one. Let me explain it to you. She, or he, explains, teeth glinting. You've gained 1 page as a twist of fate. Your favor's antiquarian. Lost a secret. The Alarming Scholar. The Alarming Scholar is mercurial, to say the least. A creature of sudden moods and provoking teeth. Possibly her... Is it her? Appointment to University Maritime Liaison was precautionary to keep his... Is it his? Razor-sharp enthusiasm from causing too many injuries in the faculty. Ah, yes, the scholar whispers breathily. I'm not really whispering breathily, I've changed the voice. I have a budget for acquisitions. What have you brought me? Evidently, squadoo. If you have any knowledge items that the scholar will buy, they'll appear below. So I don't have a searing enigma, or 7, or extraordinary implication. So it's time to leave. You have business to attend to, and besides, the scholar keeps snapping her teeth like a mechanical trap. Matter of luck, pure things. I can hire on more crew. I can offer passage to a tomb colonist. Let's take the colonist to Venderblade. This is the thing that I actually wanted to... Oh, biscuits. I was going to read that. Anyway, they'll pay for information from Z captains. Lovely. Hunters Keep. I trust the sisters are keeping well. They are citizens of her enduring majesty, notionally. Yay! Your visit to Hunter's Keep has been confirmed. You've gained some fuel. You have favors. And my port report from Hunter's Keep is gone, and I gained a little tiny bit of echo. No more than 2 favors. I have an appointment. Survey 3 ports and return. Oh, I need to survey 3 ports. Okay, so leave the Admiralty. Get out of Dodge, then. Put yourself in dry dock. It's fine. And there's all the stuff that I now have. So I've unlocked kind of the Alarming Scholar, which is cool. But what I really want to do, I want to go back to Venderblade. And when we get to Venderblade, we might be able to get a port report on it and also deliver this scoundrelly rapscallion. Ooh. Who are you? You are... Whoa. You are pretty strong. So I'm not going to mess with you. He had 130 health. I don't think I can take out 130 health. Oh, am I getting... I'm getting messaged. What's up? On our way. Towards... I just go on autopilot here and try to find myself towards a Venderblade. Yeah, I mean, it's London, it's steampunk. It's steampunk combined with Lovecrafty. How can you say no to stuff like this? Apparently, Griff is stuck in Fredericton right now. Come on, let's get to Venderblade. Call it a day. You are now well provisioned. Really? Oh, well, I have 18 fuel. 18 fuel is freaking huge. I kept running out of fuel the last time when I'd start wandering and going places. See, I think it was Total Biscuit I was listening to play this game, or watching play this game, and he said, oh, he wants me to go north and deliver this thing, and when he went north and delivered this thing, he said, oh, no, I can't go there, it's too far north, and I die. I'm thinking, really? How do you die just going up this far? This does not seem all that far. Also, I haven't come across anything dangerous yet. Docking.